Clearly, the basketball gods wanted to fuck with us today because they gave us 2 Game 7s, and not a single one of them was close to the wire.
At least the Bucks tried. Suns, what the fuck?
The saddest part about all that is that it happened at Phoenix's house. Like, how do you let someone come into your home and slaughter you in front of everybody? That is so sad.
Okay, no.
Nah, this is just a bigger whoop ass than the Bucks and Celtics. It's just embarrassing. And we even point out in the last reaction, hey, this game served as evidence that home court matters. And I said, I don't put too much weight on having home court advantage in the playoffs because the better team, usually the vet ones, get past that. You know what I mean? And we said, at least for the Bucks and Celtics, clearly the TD Garden helped the Celtics get past the Bucks today by a large margin. But then Suns, man, the opposite happened. They're at home. They got their fans fucking vouching for them. You saw they were into it until they weren't. And it was like the life just got sucked out of the building by a Dyson.
Pretty much, man. Look, man. If anybody deserves his ass whooping, I'll say it's the Suns. Here's why. Because one of your best players, Devin Booker, he's a fucking bully.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, he's a fucking bully. And that bully and a dumbass. Because guess who he decided to bully? The best player in the fucking court. Not only that, one of the best players in the NBA. Luka Doncic. Come on, man.
I don't know if I would call him necessarily a bully, but you don't talk shit to Luka. Like, you don't.
You
and
could,
this
but
series,
I'm like,
was a clear example of that. You don't talk down on him. Fucking called him a pussy. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the clips, but yeah, those were going around after I forgot what game, but they were on Twitter, and yeah, Booker was just trying the shit out of Luka for whatever reason. And like really trying him, like one knocking the ball out of his hand. Like I said, called him a pussy. Said I'm doing the Luka
special
magic. Yes, Luka special when he was on the floor holding off for a foul. And Luka was like, yeah, all right, bet. Let's see who really wins this. And after being up 2-0, Phoenix was up 2-0. Chris Paul was up 2-0. Look what happened.
I know Chris Paul's gonna get like the brunt of everything.
Let's keep talking about Booker for a second because I am ready to talk about Chris Paul.
But I'm like, come on, man, Booker. The fuck, man. I think me and Andrade would have shot better than you in that game.
I don't know about all that. However, I think this series is a clear example that Booker is
not that guy.
A B tier superstar or. Not B tier, A2. There's A1, there's A2, and then there's B tier, C tier, and Booker's on the A2 list. Clearly how we learn with the Chris Paul relationship, he is a phenomenal Robin, but it's hard to say Robin. He's just more like he works better with a duo, you know what I mean, or like a legit helping hand, unlike the few. It really is the few, the proud,
like you say, the Marines
that can like do stuff like this, which is like Luka, Giannis, LeBron at his peak. Like there's few stars like that, and clearly Luka showed it today, and Booker just wasn't it. It was just bad. Weak mindset, I want to say a part of, because I think at some point if it gets that bad, like if I'm Booker, I'm gonna be like, yo, fuck this shit. Just put my blood, sweat, and tears, my kidneys on the floor, and I'm just gonna fucking just try, max it out. This is make or break. Like there is no other option.
It's win or go home.
Yeah, and I know it's not the finals, but this was to get into the Western Conference Finals, and like at least against the Warriors, you guys had a shot again, and you start 0-0. But to just do this and then to do it in front of your fans of all people,
it's just
like
disrespectful.
Yeah, it is it's just like disrespectful, embarrassing, like having the audacity to like lose by what was total 33 points. Come on, man. Like if they lost like this to Dallas, it'd still be embarrassing, but at least it was in front of Mavericks fans, but this is your house, man. You gotta protect it.
For real.
Let's transition to your boy.
Before we do that, actually, and don't worry, Mavs fans, we're gonna talk about you guys and what Luka has done.
We got a lot of compliments.
Like, definitely, that cannot be slept on. But before we go into that, whether you're a Mavs fan, Suns fans, I know it sounds like a fucking ad. NBA fan, we have been doing reactions to every game in the playoffs immediately after. So stay tuned, hit that sub, hit that bell for notifications. You better believe it for the conference finals. When it comes to reactions, who got your back? We do.
Yeah,
anyways,
BTD. After every game, we post those reactions.
Exactly.
And look at that. Who's gonna do it ASAP on the weekend?
On a Sunday night. People are getting ready to go to work, and what are we doing?
And we're gonna do it also on weekday nights. So
exactly,
just a heads up.
There you go.
And shout out to all the new ones, by the way, too. Like, we appreciate y'all. We finally crossed 1,000 subs. Next goal, 2,500, 5K. What should we put as the next milestone? 5K?
I say 20. I mean the main
100K. No.
Oh man, I guess
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I guess next milestone would be 2,500. Next major one, I'll say.
Let's not Booker this up.
Yeah, for real.
But all right,
we might need that girl that helped out the Suns in the bubble. Help us out. they might need to call her again.
They might need to call her again. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for real, man.
All right, let's talk about Mr. Head Honcho, the mafia boss behind the Suns, Chris Paul.
Okay,
Chris. Look,
maybe look like an ass, man. I'm here defending him, saying he's a point guard, and he looked like a choke guard.
Thank you for admitting it finally. I've been saying this for a few years now. I get backlash from friends, colleagues, and random people on the interwebs. But I think can we stop the best point guard of all time talks or top 5 point guards of all times talk? Chris Paul, just like we said about Booker, is not that guy. He's just not. To me, he's starting to look like a Mike D'Antoni. You bring him to your organization, he will help your organization flourish in the regular season. Every once in a while, you get a nice little postseason run, like he's done a few times, especially last year to a finals for the first time with the Suns. But more than that, you get implosions like this, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if I think because he's a smart guy. I know he's not stupid.
He needs to drink that mamba juice that we said in the reaction video before. I think that
Chris Paul overthinks a lot. I think that's what's the ultimate detrimental factor in why CP3 tends to choke. And I say that because like he's a thinker, he's a smart guy, shit like that. I feel like I can relate. I feel like a lot of people can relate. If you're a thinker, it's good and bad. You're constantly thinking.
Yep.
And I feel like with him, it's like, oh shit, we're 2-0. I don't think he gets overconfident anymore. I think he just starts thinking like, what can go wrong? Or like, just, I don't know, strategies, or he just starts, I don't know, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I don't know the guy, but from an outside perspective, and I don't know what exactly is the details of it, but I'm pretty certain you take him to a therapist. I think he is seeing a therapist. I'm not sure. I think he's mentioned it, or maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Maybe.
But I believe overthinking is what's holding CP3 back in these implosions. But I hope that we can settle these talks in the game 2 or 3 reaction. I was telling Erwin, all right, cool, he did a second round. His history speaks for itself. And Erwin was like, Chris, he's gonna do it. He's gonna be back in the finals,
bro. Like the way how I felt was like that meme with Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. And there's like it's me with a picture of Chris
Einstein.
Paul. Yeah, no, look, Einstein. Yeah, but it's like, okay, you take Einstein's picture and it's me, like me as Dexter. CP3 stun on them hoes. I'm like, prove them wrong. Does
this change your opinion on Chris Paul?
I still think he's top 5, one of the top 5 point guards, definitely top 10 point guards in the NBA.
I agree. He's a top 10 point guard.
Like, if you take him off the top 10 just for that, man, you're overreacting. Like,
you have to have championships.
Yeah.
Even Jerry West, who went 0 for 8 or 0 for 9 before finally winning a title did it. So if Chris Paul can do that for his career and get over that hump, which, let's be honest,
time's running out.
Time's been running out, and now it's just like, oh fuck. Because like after a loss like this, and with an owner as cheap as the Suns, I'm scared that they're not gonna keep Ayton, because I don't think they're gonna max him out. I know you start thinking like as an executive, like,
I don't think Ayton deserves to max.
Oof. There's another conversation we gotta have.
I don't think so.
We'll do that in an off season. We're gonna cover several teams. I don't know what they should do with the off season. Suns will be one of them. That's something we'll bring up. You just start thinking, is it time to blow up? Because a lot of times you don't want to blow things up when your back hits the wall. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to wait until like you're already 4 quarters in a row, 4 continuous quarters of quarterly losses. Like, no, after like the second one, you gotta pivot and get your company back up.
All right.
And I as the Suns, I wouldn't wait too long, especially with Booker. Booker's what, 25, 6, some shit like that.
Spring chicken.
He's in his mid-20s. Exactly, but this is his peak. Don't waste it. And
I feel you, man, but like, what are you gonna do, man? Before Chris Paul, like, give credit to Chris Paul in this. Like, before Chris Paul got there, the Suns were a dumpster fire. Like instead of like, you know, being disappointed like we are right now, they didn't make it to the conference finals or the finals. It was like, bro, they were a lottery team.
That's facts. However, when you're talking about winning, when you're talking about a business, when you're talking about sports, you're only as great as your latest venture.
Gotcha.
And I'm looking at that score. If I'm the GM or the president or even an assistant GM or president or even a fucking intern, I'm looking at the score and I'm thinking, not only at the score, but how my stars played, how my players played. And you can't help but naturally start thinking like, okay, something's got to give. Gotcha. Something's got to change. And then you're also thinking, look, Luka is only going to get better. The chances of him getting worse are very, very low. And then barring injury, sky's the limit for this guy. So now you start thinking, well, the Warriors got a dynasty that seems to be returning, you know, because Jordan Poole's a young gun that's also seeming like he's going to, you know, and they're shooters. Luka, Ja, and Bane, and that whole Memphis squad. So, Erwin, what do you like, you know? What are you going to keep this squad for like the same old? Like, no, now sports changes like this. Almost like the NFL, the NBA can change like this. And
that's a topic that I don't. That's an answer that I cannot provide for you right now. Of course. But an answer.
I'm just saying, like, you know, those questions have to be brought up.
But something that I could bring up right now is some BTD stats time. Let's give some credit to the Mavs.
Okay, let's start off with the winners. Let's look at Luka Doncic. 35 points, plus 37 on the floor, 2 steals, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the 3, 5 of 5 from free throw, 12 of 19 from field goal. Brunson, man. Brunson, since I want to say after game 2, been stepping it up.
Good.
24 points for tonight, plus 22 on the floor, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 of 4 from 3, 11.
Yep. Hey, man.
19 from field goal. And I think the conversations of like, has Cuban found Luka's Robin? I believe so. For now. If they can get a better player, for sure. But I would still keep Bronson in the long term. And I think he could be their Holiday, their Kevin Love, their Chris Bosh, a.k.a. their third go-to player.
I think they already have their two-goal player that he's coming off the bench and step the fuck up. I already kind of noticed that this was kind of go the Mavs way with the way how he shot in the first and second quarter. The player I'm talking about is Spencer Dinwiddie. He ended up with 30 points, but this guy, first quarter, I believe like in the 5-minute mark, 6-minute mark, more or less, he made a 3, like a swish, like no doubt about it on the 3. Then literally hasn't even been a minute later, Luka's going and then throws an assist. Dinwiddie, man, at that point, man, I'm already like shit.
No, I mean, in the end, he got 30 points, plus 29 on the floor, 1 block, 1 steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 of 3 from free throw, 5 of 7 from 3, 11 of 15 from field goal. And what I do want to point out about Dinwiddie, I don't know if you remember this, I told y'all, he is a key role player for them. And if he's going to have one pop, I didn't expect it to be this game, but I said he's going to have a pop-off game. And finally, you guys see it. Because I think Dinwiddie, people forget, the guy can ball. He did it in Brooklyn. And he has his moments. But I don't believe he's their third player. I think he's too old. He's 30.
So? What the hell, man? 30's not like dead.
Yeah, but not to be your third player. I think maybe like, a key role player. And it's not like you're talking about one game. He doesn't put up 20 plus, 15 plus points consistently. You know what I mean? He's
more than capable of doing it.
A third player has got to put up 15 plus, 20 plus points.
Good point.
That's why Bronson, Luka, and then you bring in Donovan, or that's the only other person I can think of off the bat right now.
For now, wait till we get to the offseason, man. It's gonna be some fun.
Or Jokic. You've talked about Luka and Jokic. If they were on the same team, check this out.
That's not happening.
That would be the greatest international duo of all time, without debate.
Yeah, man. Like shit, man. Oh my God, if it was Jokic and Doncic,
it wouldn't go to 7 games, bro.
No, bro. Like, you see a score how you see it right now, man. Every game would be like that, man. Like, it wouldn't be fair,
bro. The lobs, the passes, the way the team would play overall with these two high-ass basketball IQs, and both of them can pass, and both of them can shoot from wherever. Oh, stop it. And if they both got like in ripped ass shape,
yeah, it's like
Mark Cuban's gonna be collecting titles.
It's like Luka. Like Luka will be laughing at people, and he's like, bro, this is not even my final form, bro.
Yeah. That's true. It's like you get Super Saiyan 2 or maybe 3 this year.
No,
and they're still Super Saiyan 4.
No, man.
And then if he gets Jokic, that would be a fusion Super Saiyan.
Yeah, Super Saiyan God. Or like when Goku, like shit, like for anybody that watches Dragon Ball Z, the meme that I got this night in my final form is Frieza doing the Namek.
The OG Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, OG Dragon Ball Z, which Frieza's about to transform into his final form. He's like, you fools, this is not even my final form. But I like that thing that you bought of Super Saiyan. Like, yeah. Man, Luka and Jokic, man, that'll be, Vegito. Yeah, when Goku and, it'll be some crazy.
Or Goten.
Goten. No, Gotenks. Oh.
Wait, Gotenks?
It's Gotenks.
Oh,
it's when Goten and Trunks.
Because it's Goten and Trunks.
Yeah, that was pretty good. All right.
But, all right, let's talk about a fusion that didn't work. Let's talk about Phoenix, man. Y'all see these sorry-ass numbers. Crowder, 5 points, minus 37 on the floor. Bridges, 6 points, minus 40 on the floor. 8 and 5 points, minus 23 on the floor. Combined, those 3 players that I just named went 7 for 25. Let's talk about the man of the hour who's going to get ripped everywhere. Chris Paul, 10 points, minus 39 on the floor, 1 steal, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 of 2 from free throw, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 of 8 from field goal. If you're looking at that, yes, he only had 8 field goal attempts. I'm telling you, man, it has to be the overthinking. And then Devin Booker, man, 11 points, minus 41 on the floor, 4 turnovers, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 5 of 6 from free throw, 0 for 4 from 3, 3 of 14 from field goal. If you guys look at the bench numbers, I'm not gonna go through it. There's like really no standouts. It's just the bench got to put up a decent number of points, as you guys got to see everybody on the bench play today, because the game ran away from them really early on.
Yep.
And you guys, two players on the bench scored double digits. And if you want to look at the final numbers as a squad, the Suns were 35% from the 3, 38% from field goal, 67% from free throw, while Dallas was 100% from free throw, 49% from 3, and 57% from field goal.
This is ugly to watch.
That's
pretty much it. But
it was just never close. Dallas came into this game swinging, and honestly, it shouldn't have caught the Suns off guard. It really shouldn't have. But based on how you saw, not just the score play out, but seeing how they were reacting and playing on the floor, it really seemed like they were kind of unprepared for that. And it's like, well, what do you expect? Or like, even if you don't expect it to happen, you should at least be prepared for it. This is game 7. This is the last game. This is the Champions League game. This is the World Cup final. This is the Super Bowl. There's no excuse. There really is no excuse. All right, we're talking about the negative Suns. Let's talk some positivity, and let's end it with the Mavs. Luka Doncic, greatest player in history of NBA. I think. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, look, man, only because he's a top person. Actually, if anything, this series cements, this game 7 cements
that he's the greatest under 25 player.
Close, but that Luka Doncic forever cemented will be the number 1 spot in Andrade's boys crew. I'm sorry, Ja. Like, I'm sorry. That's not happening.
Okay. See, that's the crazy part. I agree, and there's a part of me that disagrees. I do think he's better than Ja. I'm not gonna fucking say he's not.
Oh shit.
But in the boys crew, you know, there's also a little bias in terms of like your preference of play style and shit like that. And I just love Ja's like explosion, you know, Derrick Rose-ness, LeBron-ness, Dwayne Wade-ness. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not. Luka's definitely the top in terms of talent. Overall favoritism, you know, you got your favorite kid and shit. Don't say you don't. I don't know. I don't have kids, but everyone says like, come on, everybody does have.
He has a cat, so I guess kind of.
Ja's probably my favorite right now, still. But Luka could take it. Luka takes a finals. I mean, takes a championship. Be like, Ja, who?
and his boy Zach LaVine is that middle child that everybody forgets.
Dude, that's so true. God, I still fuck with Zach hard, but like, man, I really, yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's a New Balance now, man. He's bring some much needed pizzazz and life into that brand.
I really wish Ja didn't join Nike, and I wish Luka didn't join Jordan. I feel like Luka deserves not his own brand, but a smaller brand where he has a whole line. Cause look what the guy is doing, man. This is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing the next LeBron in terms of like there's hierarchies to this, you know, not hierarchies. There's a timeline to it. I can't think of the proper word, but it's gone from
Luka getting past the Clippers,
Jordan to it's gone from Magic and Bird to Jordan to Kobe to LeBron, and then for a brief period, Giannis, kind of, because LeBron is still head honcho. Let's not lie to ourselves. But the next one, I really do think it's Luka. Luka has a little more. Giannis is special. Don't get me wrong. Giannis is special, and he's a physical specimen. Luka is definitely not.
What you talking about? I mean, 6'8".
But no, I know. But I'm talking like body and like athleticism and all that.
I know, man. Got that dad bod.
He's not.
Shit, man. Who the hell's balling up people?
He does give everybody hope. Like the same way Steph Curry. The reason Steph Curry is one of the favorite players for kids. They always say point guards are sell a lot with kids because it's easier for kids to relate to a regular dude, a smaller dude, which is usually a point guard, as opposed to like a LeBron, a Shaq, because like those are like enormous giants that like most people can't relate to. You know what I mean? In terms of like Luka, us normal folks, us dad bod folks, we're like, yeah, let's go, white boy.
I'll take off my shirt. I just look less like him. Let's fucking go.
Jokic too, yo. And it's like, hey, I can still ball. Look at them. Giannis is just a fucking freak of nature, man. That guy is ripped not for no reason, but like insanely ripped for like God's reason.
Yo, his muscles has muscles.
And yeah, he's just lean. He's lean as hell. That's the craziest part. That guy must have like 5% body fat or something.
Probably.
And then all I was saying is like I wish Luka was on a different brand, because look at this, guys. And here's another video. We're gonna reference a lot of videos. We did one talking about ranking, and last year, not this year, last year we had one where we had Luka at the top, and people were shitting on our decision to put Luka at the top because I forgot who else. I think Tatum was in it. Who else was in it? There were other people in it. Was it
the Luka, Ja, and Trae Young one?
No, because we had Ja at the top for that one.
Okay.
But there was another one we had Luka at the top, and people were shitting on us for putting Luka at the top, and they were like, "Bro, mans ain't even make it past the first round, yada yada, all this bullshit," which I agree. And I was like, look, usually I'm looking at playoff success, but the guy is very young, and you know, in that very little amount of time in the league, you can't put too much on him. and look at the team he had around. And he still doesn't have a legitimate championship team. I think we can all agree with that. But you took out the poison, the virus that was the Kristaps Porzingis disease. Let's just call it how it was. And he found a somewhat Robin in Bronson, and everybody else has stepped up in various times. And the man has fucking taken them to a Western Conference Finals against the team who was in the finals the year before. So look what Luka is doing at only 23. Guys, Giannis is 28. He's still gonna dominate, but like already at 23, that's 5 years behind Giannis. Like that long term just seems so much longer.
Now,
I
know while Luka gets most of the credit, you still gotta give the team credit. And I cannot stress
Coach
this.
deserves a lot of credit.
Jason Kidd, and you cannot stress this enough with first class organizations. I say the Mavs are right up there, in good organizations.
Yeah. We talked about there's like B tier great organizations, whatever, and I would say the Mavs are in that. But they can hit like Warriors, Heat, Toronto, even culture or level. They just make a few tweaks. But I think they have been making those tweaks, because I don't know if anyone remembers this. A couple years ago, I think it was the president or the GM had sexual assault allegations, this and that. And Mark, I'll give him a lot of props for this, because I watched that interview. He went on the jump. He addressed it. He cleared house. He was saying we were taking legitimate steps. Now, I may be a little biased. I'm a fan of Mark Cuban. I've said this before. Guy seems, if there's any billionaire that seems genuine, it's Mark Cuban. And I think this, couple years later, this is a result of clearing house and starting almost brand new.
Got you. And to go back to my point and saying that, okay, you had a poison pill, some poison with Kristaps Porzingis, and you were able to make lemonade out of that. Yeah. You got Bertans out of that. You got Spencer Dinwiddie out of that. You guys were able to find Brunson, which Brunson he's played off really well. I'm like,
by the way, we're not calling Kristaps the virus, but the drama that got brought up.
It didn't work out.
That. Yeah, and drama is always going to. I mean, look at the Jazz and Rudy and Donovan. Continue.
Exactly. No, that's pretty much it, man. But I'd like to know, Mavs fans, how you guys feeling versus Golden State? You guys still think what's up? Clearly gonna say the Mavs are gonna win that series. So I want to know how many games you think they're gonna win the Mavs.
What do you think Mavs have to do differently against the Warriors? And then Warriors fans, if you guys are watching this, what should the Warriors prepare for besides Luka, obviously, but gameplay wise, strategy wise, against the Mavs? Honestly, we'll do a series prediction and preview and all that. But I think it's very simple with the Mavs. If you lock down, hold back Luka as much as possible. No offense to the rest of the Mavericks, but no. And then on top of that, even if they don't do that, you guys watch the Warriors lately? It's crazy.
It's going to be tough for the Warriors to lock down. It's almost impossible to lock down Luka. But the fact that they lost Gary Payton II and Otto Porter Jr. to injuries, that's going to make it a little bit tougher. But Suns fans,
that offensive power, man. Nothing competing with that.
Suns fans, if you're still here, what do you think you guys got to do, man? I know you guys are disappointed. You guys got to break this up, or what? What do you guys think? Or you guys are going to just be back next year better than ever? I'd like to hear that. Either way, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all podcast streaming platforms. We'll catch you guys soon. For now, later.